Health comes first. Take your time and rest.
But please don't hesitate to contact me anytime.
Huh? Seriously? You used to work at headquarters? So you're applying for a part-time job here? That's kinda wild. What did you screw up?
No, that's not it. Actually, I have an illness. I am eternally grateful for your help, Mr. Zaizen. I can't thank you enough. I'm Kanona Suzuki. My motto is to always smile, even when things are tough. I'm 25 and work at the head office of a major convenience store chain, Hyson Store. I love my job and my coworkers, but I've been diagnosed with ulcerative colitis, a difficult disease, and I've decided to focus on treatment. Health comes first. Take your time and rest.
But please don't hesitate to contact me anytime.
I will support you fully, including Himuro, so rest easy.
I'll do my best. I have to step up since Asazuki-senpai is leaving.
My boss, Tsutomu Zaizen, gives me a reassuring smile, and my junior, Kyoka Himuro, who I've been teaching, is desperately trying to smile through her tears. Mr. Zaizen, Himuro, thank you. I'm truly blessed with wonderful colleagues. With a lingering sense of regret, I leave the company with a big smile.
How are the medications working for you?
Some of the medications are effective, but my symptoms haven't completely subsided. Ulcerative colitis isn't curable at the moment. Even if the symptoms improve or disappear, relapse is common. Therefore, time passes quickly, including the period of intensive treatment and observation. About 2 years have passed since I resigned. My condition has recovered to almost the same state as before. However, it's still an incurable disease. I need to continue medication and carefully monitor my body. By the way, I've been posting illustrations as a hobby for a while, and for the past 2 years, I've somehow been making a living doing that. I'm losing my touch. I need to build up my stamina. A few weeks later, I came to Hyson Store Lovekoi Daisuki Minamiguchi store for a part-time job interview. My health has recovered, so I thought that even if I couldn't return to the head office, I could work as a part-timer.
Huh? Seriously? You used to work at headquarters? So you're applying for a part-time job here? That's kinda wild. What did you screw up?
No, that's not it. Actually, I have an illness.
Oh yeah. People who cause problems always make excuses like that.
He's Kamiya Takashi, the 30-year-old manager of the store. By the way, since it's a franchise store, there's an owner above the manager. No, listen to my explanation. Ignoring me, Manager Kamiya whistles cheerfully while looking at my resume, and then...
Well, whatever. If you're from head office, you probably won't need much training. I don't know what you messed up over there, but don't cause me any trouble.
Manager Kamiya stands up, pats me strongly on the shoulder, and leaves. Looks like he went outside for a smoke. I guess that means I got the job, but... is this store going to be okay? And the bad feeling I had turned out to be true in the worst way. Manager, there's a long line at the register. Could you help out?
Kaneda-chan, can't you see? I have my own work to do.
He turns and starts typing on the keyboard. But we can't keep the customers waiting any longer.
If you can't handle this much on your own, then what are you even here for? Huh? Now hurry back.
His work, my foot. He was just eating snacks and watching videos until now. I know that. After working here for a week, I was furious with the manager. He was even worse than I thought. I can't believe there's a manager like this. He won't listen even if I try to talk to him. It's so frustrating that there's a store like this in my beloved Hyson store. Why am I so attached to Hyson store? Of course, it's partly because I was blessed with great people at the head office, but the trigger was the Great East Japan earthquake 14 years ago. The area I lived in suffered only minor damage, like liquefaction and a slightly tilted house. But electricity and water were cut off, and we didn't have any preserved food, which is common now, so we needed new food and water immediately. To protect my younger sister and mother, my father and I went to the convenience store to get food, and then…
Are you helping out at a time like this? So for your mom and sister, you're a good boy.
Even though she was probably having a harder time working for everyone during this difficult time, she gently stroked my head and smiled at me. That convenience store was Hyson's store. I admired that clerk and made Hyson's store my first choice, but this guy… Manager, excuse me, a customer asked if we have letter pack light. Seriously, why don't you know something like that if you used to work at head office? I'm busy too. Head office has nothing to do with it. Besides, whether or not we carry something like that depends on the store.
We don't carry letter pack light.
Leida-chan, what are you doing here? You're not on shift today, are you? Could it be that you came to see me?
No, I just came to pick up something I forgot.
She's Reida Ayuchi. She looks flashy and has a gloomy aura. In reality, she's a 20-year-old college student attending a top private university in Tokyo. Manager Kamiya is talking to Ayuchi as if he's smitten with her. But he does this to all the female part-timers, so they are used to dealing with him. Thank you, Ayuchi-san.
No problem. The customers are waiting, so you should go back quickly. Well, see ya.
It's depressing to work shifts with Manager Kamiya, but the colleagues at the store, including Ayuchi-san, are good people.
Wow! Asazuki-san, you're good at making pop displays.
Thanks. I guess it's because it's been my hobby for years.
Asazuki-san learns quickly and became an immediate asset.
Such days of part-time work continued, and then one day… that manager. He's drinking again. I was woken up by a notification on my phone. It seemed like there was a message in the part-time job group chat. Messages from Manager Kamiya are arriving almost every minute. Okay, a convenience store where people you wouldn't normally meet pass by every day is a microcosm of life. Don't you think that a word you say can make the customer's day a little better? Whether you wait for time to pass by idly or work with all you might, it's the same time. It's better to work hard and gain something, right? When he's drunk, he starts talking about himself in the group chat, regardless of the time. It's a bad habit of Manager Kamiya. Originally, the OFC, who is in a supervisory position for the owner and headquarters, should be the one to stop him.
Sales are going well this month. It's partly because of the location in front of the station, but it's amazing. Well then, I'm going.
Okay, good work. You're getting used to the job, aren't you? That's right. I'll take you out for a drink sometime.
I'm honored. Thank you very much.
The new OFC is a timid person and completely controlled by Manager Kamiya in conversations. In this case, the OFC, who should be a link to the head office, is not functioning properly. And as for the owner…
So, can I expect results this year that exceeded last year?
Of course, owner. You've seen how good the numbers have been since the beginning of the year, right? I'll show you with results. Please, owner, just sit back and relax.
Kamiya-kun, what I like about you is that you don't bother me and always bring me happy reports.
I'll respond to the trust you've placed in me with even better results. That's my job. The owner of the store, Shiraishi Mayumi, hardly ever comes to the store in the first place. Even when she does, she just talks to the manager for a bit. She also manages a convenience store as part of her wealthy husband's asset management, and she has no knowledge or interest in management herself. Therefore, she leaves the management entirely to the manager, and as long as the numbers are good, she doesn't interfere at all.
I'll leave the rest to you. I'm counting on you, Kamiya-kun.
And therefore, the surveillance cameras, which should be watched remotely 24 hours a day, are meaningless. She only looks at the cameras on weekdays from 10 AM to 4 PM, and even then, it's just on a whim. So, if you avoid that time, the manager can do whatever he wants. That mask of his must seem reliable to her. However, the reason why the store's numbers are good is because of its prime location in front of the station. The worst part is that he has a good sense of ordering. And when the head office assigns a quota, such as the number of chickens to sell, he stands at the store as if he's seizing an opportunity. And he does whatever it takes to achieve the quota.
I'm sorry. Hey, you don't look sorry at all.
Is there anything else I can help you with? A few days later, Ayuchi-san, who always handles everything flawlessly, was unusually being yelled at by a customer. Apparently, the ink on the store stamp she pressed was too light. Ayuchi-san apologized and re-stamped it, but the customer didn't like the lack of emotion in her apology.
Come on, put more heart into it. Bow your head and say you're sorry.
Customer, I apologize for causing your employee to make you feel uncomfortable. But she apologized and took care of it, right? Anything beyond this will be treated as customer harassment.
What did you say?
We've already apologized and taken care of the issue. We have no obligation to deal with you until you're satisfied. Besides, you're the one who's clearly bothering everyone around you right now. There were already many customers lined up behind the register, and they were giving the woman sharp looks.
Fine. I'll never come to this store again.
Okay, everyone, I apologize for the wait. Ayuchi-san, please go to the other register.
Okay. Thank you for earlier.
Well, I was a little annoyed watching too.
I think it's partly because of my appearance, but I often get misunderstood and angered people. Even when they encounter situations like that, other people often ignore them. So, my opinion of you has gone up a little.
Just a little? Hey, what did you do? If I had handled it, Leida-chan wouldn't have been defeated and the customer wouldn't have been angered. After work, I was being chewed out by Manager Kamiya about my handling of the customer earlier.
Manager, Suzuki-san was defending me. If you have a problem, you should tell me.
This is something that seniors and superiors take responsibility for. Leida-chan, you can go home without worrying about it.
Is that so? Then I'll just reply to a few messages and go home.
So, what's the deal? I have other things to do later, and I'm not free. Later, on a day off from work, I took some time to talk to Manager Kamiya. Thank you for your time. I know we are both busy, so I'll get straight to the point. Are you going to continue running the store with your current attitude? Huh? What are you trying to say? I don't understand. Are you not going to stop being negligent in your duties and verbally abusing and threatening employees? Well, Kanade-chan, I guess you wouldn't know what the higher-ups do, being a lowly part-timer like you. I also think that the current trend of immediately complaining about power harassment is a problem. I'm doing a job that I don't want to do because I genuinely want them to grow. You don't seriously believe that, do you? If you do, it's so pathetic that it's laughable. What did you say? You're just a washout part-timer who caused problems and got fired from head office, acting all high and mighty. If you don't get results, you have to take responsibility. I'm teaching them the harshness of a society. I've been doing it this way all along. Besides, no one is going to listen to your opinion since you got fired from head office. That's a problem with the owner and OFC. I didn't get fired in the first place.
What's going on? So noisy.
When I turned around to see who was speaking with such a disgusted voice, the owner, Shiraishi-san, was standing at the entrance of the back room. Owner, I'm sorry.
a part-timer made an unreasonable request, so I accidentally raised my voice. Now, Kanade-kun, you should go home soon. I have important things to discuss with the owner and the people from head office later. That's right. Today's the day the OFC is changing, so the owner and the new person in charge are coming to the store. Manager Kamiya hurriedly puts on his mask, but no, I'll stay too. The new OFC said she wants to hear my story today. The look on Manager Kamiya's face mixes confusion and impatience at my words.
What he's saying is true.
A clear voice like the morning dew echoed, and two people enter the room.
Nice to meet you. I'm Himuro Kyoka, and I'll be the OFC in charge of this store from today. This is Zaizen, who will be the new DM in charge of this area.
That's right. The reason I asked the manager for time on my day off was to stall him until they arrived. By the way, DM stands for District Manager, the person in charge of the area. They are also responsible for overseeing the OFCs of the stores in the relevant area. Nice to meet you. I'm Tsutomu Zaizen, and I'm the DM from today. Thank you.
Oh, how do you do? I'm the manager, Kamiya.
Zaizen-san has the power to somehow make the surrounding atmosphere his own. Now then, let's get down to business. Manager Kamiya's store is in a good location in front of the station, and sales seem to be pretty good.
Yes, we are making the most of the strength of being in front of the station and doing aggressive purchasing. And above all, we make all the employees here work with a sense of professionalism. Please look forward to it.
I see. It seems that the previous OFC also rated you highly, but from what I hear, the previous OFC trusted you completely when it came to management and hardly got involved. The management of the store should be done by the DM, OFC, manager, and owner on an equal footing, without biasing the power balance. Suzuki-kun over there is a former subordinate of mine, and he knows the inside story of the store well. I hear that in this store, the owner hardly gets involved and the manager decides everything. That's not a desirable situation.
Well, the owner trusts me wholeheartedly and leaves it to me. In fact, I'm getting results.
Yes, this store has good sales, and I think he's getting results, but...
Shiraishi-san, who had a confused look on her face, was given a cold look by Himuro.
Owners have a responsibility to properly manage their stores, not just look at sales. If you leave the manager to do whatever he wants without realizing it, depending on the situation, the franchise agreement may be terminated.
Wait! It seems that you two know him, but he must have been filling him with lies. I have created an environment where the employees of this store can work with peace of mind. Besides, isn't he a washout who caused problems and got fired from head office? You shouldn't believe such a story.
What are you talking about? Asazuki-senpai retired to recover from an illness.
During his time there, he was a talented young OFC who revived the store with disastrous sales. Would you please stop disparaging my former subordinate with your own speculation?
So you really were sick?
That's what I said at the beginning.
Gah.
Now, let's get back to business. Manager Kamiya, there are various problems with your management. You have a history of numerous abusive and harassing behaviors towards employees, right?
We also have evidence. Come on in.
Otsu-desu.
Reina-chan, why?
Asazuki's told me to. He said he wanted me to submit the recordings of the manager's abusive language today.
What?
Without even acknowledging the speechless manager Kamiya, Ayutsu-san activated the voice recorder on her smartphone.
Hey, what did you do? If I had handled it, Reina-chan wouldn't have been defended and the customer wouldn't have been angered.
Abusive language towards me and other employees flowed from Ayutsu-san's smartphone. It seems that she had been hesitant to submit it because the owner and OFC were unreliable. But when she learned that I had connections to the head office, she decided to cooperate.
How could you do this, Data-chan? I've been so kind and caring towards you.
I'll be honest. It was gross how you were flirting with me. All the girls who come to work here have the same feeling.
Such...
Shirashi-san, what is going on here?
Shirashi-san, you're not immune to the blame either. As I said earlier, owners have a responsibility to properly manage their stores.
From the looks of it, you haven't even bothered to check the surveillance cameras. From now on, we'll have you change your ways under our supervision. As for Manager Kamiya, the decision is already out of our hands.
Wait, I'll reflect on my actions, please! After that, the head office thoroughly investigated and revealed Manager Kamiya's power harassment. He was fired from his job. He still has the laziness that was ingrained in him during his time as manager, and he's having a hard time finding a new job. Damn it! I thought I was doing well. No matter how well you try to cover up the outside, evil deeds will eventually be exposed.
We sincerely apologize for this.
Also, the owner, Shiraishi-san, provided financial compensation to the employees. She strongly emphasized that if anything similar happens again, the franchise agreement will be terminated. The former OFC also received a pay cut and is working to prevent a recurrence. And as for the manager, thanks to Himuro, it's much easier to work at this store now.
No, I'm just doing what's expected of me as an OFC. Besides, the biggest thing is the presence of the new manager. Right, Manager Asasuki?
Yes, I was appointed as the new manager. I can't work full-time because of my health problems, but it was decided that my experience at the head office would outweigh the disadvantages. Also, it's somewhat satisfying to be the one keeping an eye on Shiraishi-san. It's unique to me, since I'm trusted by the head office staff.
But if Asazuki-senpai is saying thank you, then how about we go on a date together next time? Manager Asasuki, help me! We have a lot of customers and the register is about to stop working!
Oh, sorry. I'll be right back. So don't grab my arm.
No! I have to make Manager Asasuki doesn't run away.
I had no choice but to quit the job I loved. But now, I'm able to be involved in it again as the manager of the store.
I have to be more aggressive so I don't get outshone by my former junior. I have to make full use of the time when we're on the same shift to close the distance with Manager Asazuki.
Will I ever be like that old Clark? Smiling at work even when I'm having a hard time, and delivering everyday life to customers. That kind of Clark.
Hello, Brittany here. Thanks so much for watching this episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and I love to see you in the next one. See you later!